Kind of neat. Hey Zen. Hey who? I didn't know that he did stuff like this. Though technically, since this is the first one, this is pretty neat. Alright, well. Now I gotta find something new to do today. So yeah, we're looking for something in the submachine gun category that we can start a real life project of that would be relatively small is the goal for today. Oh, I haven't done like an updated Styra TMP. Yeah, I don't know what's up with it today because I have it technically set up like right here. This video capture device is it, but for some reason it's like just not turning on, so I don't know what the fuck it is. So, but I do have a TMP made that we could make in real life. I was looking for like basically something that has a different type of grip style to it, so I don't have to make like a super big thing. Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm not going to be making the Groza because the Groza is too... I've already got the Groza, and I know like every part that I have to make for the Groza is not... It's not going to work out for me. I know that for a fact already. Like I could do some things with it, but not a whole bunch. APC9, yeah, I don't really like the look of the APC9. It's really ugly. Oh, I could technically do the MX4 because it's got a different look to it. See, this one's kind of tempting. Ooh, I haven't built the MSMC before, and it's a relatively straight up and down grip as well. It's also one of the last SMGs that I have to make for Black Ops 2. This is tempting because that needs to be one of the things that I have to make. Okay, let's see how difficult MSMC would be. Yeah, it's fugly, but it, like I said, it's like one of the last guns that I would have to make for Black Ops 2, so I might make it because I kind of need to. Of course, there's not a lot of images and stuff. I gotta use the bathroom real quick, so I'm gonna mute this real quick so you guys don't. All right, I'm back. See, we could technically try to do the MSMC because I don't think it'd be very hard to do. Because, I mean, it's a submachine gun. It's got a pretty vertical grip on it. For the most part, I think I have most of the pieces that I would need to do it as well. For the most part. What could we do? What could we do? I honestly think I've made a lot of H&K stuff too. Swedish K, personally, because it's really ugly. Mainly. I mean, I do need to continue the Rainbow Six Siege Russian operator loadouts, actually. I wish my web camera was working, but it's not. Yeah, so we did the Makarov the other night, which is helpful, which leaves only one more pistol for the Russian ops before we finish that. Which means we need to do a whole bunch of stuff, really, at this point. I need to do a whole bunch. Yeah, you say shell ejecting shotgun as I'm holding the mechanism in my hand. Like I said, man, this is like a very easy mechanism, man. P7 or MP7? Because if you said MP7, I've done so many different MP7s. It's not even funny, man. Like all the MP7s. This is everything that I have on here for now, but from the Mark 1 to the Mark 2 to the civilian legal to my Divinity edition here, and then I have another one now that I did. Polished my pistol slide in hopes that it helps attract attention. Purple cane. Yeah, purple cane, man. So P7 is something different, I'm guessing. Ugh, God, that thing. Yeah, I hated the way that this thing looked too. It just looks so bad. Why is this a thing? God, it's ugly. That's a hard pass, man. See, now I'm over here looking for things to do. And haven't even, like, started stream. Because I'm still, like, trying to find out something to make. It just looks ugly. It like nowadays my pistol aesthetic is pretty. It can't just be a fucking block. It's got to be something different than just a block, which is kind of weird because Most pistols are just blocks nowadays anyways. What can we make today? Is there a new Lego City collection out? I don't think so. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any new Lego City themes out or anything. Oh snap. I really don't feel like doing the channel lake either, because the channel lake is just huge. Interesting. What was this? August 13th, 2019. Yeah, well, that's all I needed to hear, basically. It's old. Wow, that's not fucking photoshopped at all. Wow, sawn off channel lake. Wowza. So my problem with the channel lake that I'm having anyhow is I want the shell here that they have that no one has here. Let's go back down to that airsoft one. This thing, I would really like for it to be like 4 studs wide and perfectly cylindrical using like the standard pieces, and then be able to fit into that tube. But doing it at 4 studs wide is going to make this thing gigantic, and that's not going to look very good. That's my main issue. What is this? Oh my god. Why is this a thing? Why do people consistently do this and hope and dash our expectations? This is disgusting. Is this for sale? Go away. There's a lot of weird shit on Pinterest. I fucking hate this website though. Pinterest is like the worst thing in the world. What type of LDD files? Thumper has been tempting before because I like the look of the Thumper like way more. Should have known. I don't know what it is about the Thumper, but I love the stock on the Thumper. It just looks weird and iconic. I just like it. I'm definitely not making a zip 22. Fuck that shit. But yeah, what type of LDD files? Because like it just depends on the LED files. Neat. It's like a Thumper, but not a Thumper. Why do they have it with the power miners set? Oh man. No, that's great. Let's not make the Thumper Bunny Rabbit. I'm not doing that. What is this? Is that an M203? Interesting. It's literally just an M203, but it's as a standalone package. Yeah. That should be it. Ooh. This is Modern Warfare 2 weapons that, well, these are all the secondaries from Modern Warfare 2. Tempting. We could possibly do the Ranger. That's tempting. Because the Ranger, I mean, it's already a short shotgun, break action double barrel. Could just we could do that. I have an MP5K actually already built in real life. That's another one of the guns that I didn't show off in the big spree that I put on my different usernames Discord because I have it packed away somewhere else. Yeah, I wish my camera would work. Let's do this. And then just use this one instead. Headphone users beware. That should work. kind of hard when you only got like 2 USB ports and shit, you know. All right, so now that that's working though, we can just do this like so, and then so I got a little bit. We'll use this. Maybe light gray. I think light gray would probably be the best color for me to do it out of, because I think I got quite a bit of light gray still, I think. Anyhow, not entirely sure. Hey, voice. Alright, so if I were to make a pump action, not pump action, I'm sorry, break action, shotgun, I would need to do it in a kind of broken way. So obviously I have a very clean already. Yeah, I know. I already got a very good clean shotgun shell, so I'll be using this for the pump action part. And then setting this up. Hopefully I can make another one today in terms of like the pump part. So if we can do like the light gray barrels, I'd be fine with that. Okay, so I already have 4 of these, which is fine. Then we might need to do that. This is the hard part. Finding the pieces that you actually need versus finding everything that you don't need. And that's why working inside of LDD is far easier. I don't know if I would say you would look like Jacksepticeye, but at the same time, I also don't really care about Jacksepticeye, so I don't like keep up with the way that he looks and whatnot. So you might, or you might not. Not really sure. Okay, so this has honestly worked out for the better here. Let me find a piece that we could use to show this. So this would be like the chamber area on the shotgun basically. And all we've really done is set up brackets on the side with 2 plates down here on bottom. But the piece that I used is this piece here. There's an advantage to doing that because now, after I finish setting up the chamber area, all I would have to do is take and put a 2x2 here, and that would be the barrel out the whole end, basically. I don't have to sit there and try to upgrade it or anything like that. I love the trench gun. I don't know what it is, but the heat shield on the trench gun is just so attractive. So now we need to set up the other side just like this one. Get a nice, wonderful shotgun. And then we're gonna use a upside down technique to accomplish some of our goals. This upside down technique is going to be very beneficial to us in the long run. So this only needs to go in to this far. So 6 studs of this can be used for our purposes, which means we can place this here, we can place this one here, place that there, like so. I had one at one point that had a working hammer and trigger, but I never finished it. Damn, man. That fucking sucks. Alright, so that goes just like that. We need to make another one of these. Just like that. Now then, the hard part is going to be enclosing this somewhat, because I don't have the necessary required lengths of pieces. But this is all relatively simple stuff to understand here. Like, really simple stuff to understand. Not hard. So literally just and this on the inside. And you can see that this does not require like a whole bunch of pieces to use pretty much at all, which is fantastic. All right. The problem is I don't have the long enough ones that I need, which means that this is going to be slightly shorter. Oh, actually what we could do is take and change this up. So that this one comes to the top. There we go. And this go there. Of course, I probably don't have another one of those. Oh wait. Yeah, I need one more of these here. Okay, and I don't see any in here, so let's go check elsewhere. There's a little extra gray that I've got. Hopefully, got something here to work with. I think we do. So if we took this back off, just this back here. Okay, and this one can go here, this one can go there, replace this there. Of course, now that I need it, I'm not going to be able to find it. There it is. And then a 2x2 there. Okay, perfect. So now, what am I doing? So now we have these two chambers. You can literally load it, you can unload it, simple as that. Now we basically figure out how we're going to connect both of these together. Oh, I need another 2x2, crap. So they're, you know, somewhat actually together. We can make the barrel portion of it and go from there, I guess. We'll see exactly how this goes. For all I know, we could end up destroying this. I need another 2x2 though, which might make things a little difficult because I don't think Simple as that. So there's a lot bigger space here than what I want, but it gets the point across. By the way, these are now connected. But yeah, you can load it. Shell's in there. Shell unloads. And now we're on our way to making a break action double barrel shotgun, which should be quite a bit of fun. You can literally do something like this just to kind of lock everything in together, because we have studs going every which way. Hey, Derek. Bam. I haven't played it. Not very interested in playing it, considering it's just the campaign that got remade. Like, that to me was an instant really, you're just gonna remake the campaign? Like, you can't just remake the entire game of all things. So yeah, that somewhat bothered me that they're just remaking the campaign instead of everything. I really wish that they remade everything and not just the campaign, but they didn't. Let's do... I have some brown, but the question is, do I have enough brown to make a break action shotgun handguard? There's a lot of 2x2 inverted 45-degree slopes in this set here. I believe that this was a pirate ship, I think, is what this originally was. And because of that, obviously they're going to use a lot of inverted slopes. I think that should do. I'm pretty sure they just remastered the graphics and made everything look a lot better and stuff like that, man. Like, I'm pretty sure it's the same exact game. It's just, you know, updated to better graphics and shit. So yeah, base of a handguard is pretty much done. And not exactly very difficult to do, to be completely honest with you guys. And then this could literally just sit here-ish. That's slightly illegal. Like, ever so slightly illegal. Oh crap, I broke everything. How did I... There we go. I was about to say... See you again, Wyson. Yeah, that's the sad part about a remaster. That's kind of why I'm like, I don't want to say I'm upset that they remastered this one. More or less just like, what the fuck is the point? If you're not going to remaster like the entire game, then don't even fucking bother, man. At this point, I think they're just like relying on everyone's nostalgia and shit like that to sell the game. Honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if they were going to remaster the actual multiplayer too. But with the whole Corona thing going on, the campaign is like the only thing that's done so far. So they were like, okay, so since this is done already, let's just release this now so that people can play it and we can make lots of money because people are going to buy it, obviously. And then once everything is said and done, we'll go back through and remaster the multiplayer. Hopefully that's what they do, because if they don't do that, they're gonna miss out on quite a bit. Hopefully that's like their overall arching plan, at least that's what I'm hoping is their overarching plan. Campaign was done 2 years ago. They didn't release it then because they didn't have a good time to. It doesn't matter. It's always a good time to. This is everything that we have so far, by the way. Like, at this point, if they just... Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer is what made it so great. Seriously, that's like the big thing that everyone flocked to the game for, was the multiplayer, because the multiplayer was just fantastic. There was no beating the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. It was just that good. So obviously, it's now kind of a problem. At least in my eyes, that they're kind of, you know, we'll just throw this out there and see what it does, basically. Like, it's slightly bothersome to me. I mean, I don't know if it's nostalgia, but for me, running around with pretty much noob tubes. See, that's the sad part is I never really ran around with noob tubes. But at the same time, like, if that's all you had, like, for you, if that's what you were using, you had to be very careful because your noob tube is only going to shoot one round, and then if it doesn't kill the person, then you're going to probably die to that person. And if that person's running around with a Kimbo model 1887s, you're probably going to die. And then it didn't matter that you had a noob tube. I think, like you said, everything was so imbalanced. It was balanced. Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5 is all trash to me. You can get that shit out of here, man. All of that stuff was bad, dude. Like, all the new Battlefield games, huge disappointments in my eyes. So do we do solid barrels? Because if we do solid barrels, we can do something like this. Have these go like all the way down the length of the handguard. I stopped playing Modern Warfare 2019. It was a great game. Gunplay is very solid. Everything for the most part is well balanced. The problem that I have with it is just each gun has like 69, 70 levels, and you have to grind out every single one to get gold. And I know the whole point of the game from the developer's standpoint was, we want to make a game where if you truly care and you want to grind everything out, you're going to feel rewarded. But there was just so much grind to have to do for that portion of the game that I was like, no, this is not good. This is not fun. This is just like Titanfall 2 all over again. I have to sit here and try to grind for hours and hours and hours on the same gun that I don't want to use for that long. And then I'm going to get bored and not want to play the fucking game anymore. I'm going to go find something else to do. Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, fantastic games. The grind did not feel that bad, but you still had to put some time in with every gun that you were going to try to be using so that you could use them, basically, if you want to put it that way. Like if you wanted good attachments on a gun, you had to put time into it. If you wanted like a certain sight on the gun, you could open it up out of the battle pack things that they had in Battlefield 4, which wasn't that bad of a system. You earned them from playing the game. It is what it is, basically. I just can't stand the grind in 2019. Black Ops 3. The sad part is I think Black Ops 3 is probably one of my favorite Call of Duty games in the series. Because everything was like, not necessarily perfect, but it was good for what it was. Like if you wanted to, I'm not even going to put it that way. Modern Warfare 2's attachment system is probably my favorite attachment system out of any of the games. And that's interesting because I think a lot of people forget about the attachment system inside of Modern Warfare 2. Like, in order to unlock the ACOG on a weapon, you had to get a certain amount of kills with the hybrid scope on a weapon before you get... No. Was the hybrid inside of Modern Warfare 2? I don't remember. But, like, 10 kills with weapon, you unlock the red dot. 50 kills with the red dot, you unlock the holographic. 50 kills with the holographic, you unlock the ACOG. 50 kills with the ACOG, you unlock the thermal scope. I think is how that shit went. I don't remember. But I love that system. Like, incentivized me to use the attachments. If you wanted to get the grenade launcher, you had to get a certain amount of kills with the underbarrel shotgun. If you wanted extended mags, you had to get a certain amount of kills with FMJ through obstacles, I think. If you wanted rapid fire, something like that, I don't remember. Zen. I really don't. I just remember that system I liked because that incentivized you to use different attachments on the weapons themselves. Because usually, me nowadays, this is what I find myself going to on every single weapon. Any and all attachments that are going to make my aim down sight time faster and my handling better, those are the only fucking attachments that I'm going to use. Whereas Modern Warfare 2, if you wanted the best tier attachments possible, you had to use other attachments, man. You get the point, Zen. I'm glad that you remember the system because I certainly don't, obviously. But that's the type of system that I would love to see because it, like I said, it totally incentivizes you to go through and use the different attachments to get the best tier attachments. And you know what? If you wanted to end there, if you wanted only the ACR to have the best attachments possible on it, you could invest all your time into the ACR and that would be it. I'd be perfectly fine with that. See, like I said, I'm glad that you remember all of this because I certainly don't. That system right there is like the best system that they had ever come up with. And that's the only game that I think has ever used it. I went to find my brown color bin that's already been color coordinated, but there's like no parts in here really, so that's kind of like I said, that system right there is like the best system that they had, but then they stopped that system, so it died basically. Which is a huge shame. Black Ops 3 for me was really enjoyable from the standpoint of a Lego gun builder, I guess is like the best thing that I could say. Because the thing that I really, really, really liked about Black Ops 3 is that every single attachment in Black Ops 3 changed the way that the weapon looked itself, which I could really appreciate. So if you put rapid fire on like any gun inside of Modern Warfare 2, all it did was change the fire rate of the gun. It didn't change the overall like aesthetic of the gun itself, which I did not like. I was like, well, you know, at least put like a different bolt in it or something, you know, make it like seem like you guys actually tried to do something different, unique. They didn't do that. Nice, I love waffles. Whereas inside of Black Ops 3, if you put rapid fire on a weapon, some aspect of the weapon changed in some way, shape, or form. And then on top of that, there was the black market attachments as well for weapons. So even if you had like FMJ on the KN-44 and you didn't particularly like the look of it, you could go get the black market attachment for it, which made it look way fucking cooler, might I add, and used that. Good job on escaping the gulag. Whereas inside of other games, they really didn't like do shit like that, man, which is sad. And the reason I like that as a Lego gun builder so much is because that means for the CUDA, for example, I could take and I can make the base CUDA, then I can make the God mode version, which was every single attachment on the weapon all at once, which I really liked to be able to do inside of Black Ops 3. But you can't do that. You can only get 6 attachments, I think was the max. Out of like 13, I think was all of them. And then you could go back into the black market and you can get those variants. And now I have 3 different versions. I have the normal CUDA, I have the God mode version, and then I have the black market version, all on the same gun. I really, really, really like that. But it's ultimately a system that like just got dumped, basically. Like it's just gone now. Only old school players and shit like that are ever gonna remember that type of system. Which sucks, because I thought it was a fantastic system. But then I also understand that I am not the overall representation of the fan base. I'm not the only person that plays Call of Duty. I wholeheartedly recognize that fact, and it's not something that bothers me. I would honestly love to go back into 6 counting optic. I'd love to go back inside of Black Ops 3 and try to grind out all the weapon attachments, because I have a dream that one day I will make all the weapon attachments from Black Ops 3 on every single gun. Like, I'll do all the weapons from Black Ops 3. I didn't like a lot of the guns from Black Ops 3 because I thought a whole bunch of them were like really unrealistic compared to like real world counterparts. But at the same time, I could definitely get behind making all of them so that I could do every single attachment. Because there are some super cool looking weapons with attachments. Like, for example, and one that I can personally speak to for a fact, the Dingo from Black Ops 3 with a couple of the black market attachments looks so awesome. But I haven't finished the Dingo, so yeah, that needs to finish. That needs to be finished first before I can kind of come back through and, you know, make all the attachments for it. But, you know, when I get around to doing that, I'm telling you guys now, it's gonna look so awesome. I'm gonna be so happy to do it. So yeah, this is real simple. This is just where it's going to pivot right here. Pretty basic stuff. Not exactly like hard to do at all, honestly. Yeah, that's that. I'll put this here. Crap, I broke things. Somewhat help it with stability. Honestly, Black Ops 3 attachments plus the Modern Warfare 2 attachment system would be perfect. This is the type of shit that I've been talking about forever now. For instance, if you had the prime example, most of the sites in the games nowadays, like the red dot sites, the holographic sites, most of them have reticle variants, right? And you have to get a certain amount of kills or headshots to unlock the reticle variants. I have been thinking about for ages now the Black Ops 3 weapon system and attachment system using the same system. So, okay, if you get a certain amount of kills with FMJ, which usually changes up the receiver look in Black Ops 3, then you unlock the aftermarket version, the black market version, right? And then if you get even more kills with it, you unlock like the next tier up. Me personally, I would keep it to 3 tiers. There's only going to be 3. And each tier is going to change the way that the gun looks every single time. And then you get to mix and match which ones you want to do so that they look perfect, right? The other thing that I've been thinking about is doing the same perk system that was in Modern Warfare 2. I love the fact that if you used Commando for this many knife kills, you got Commando Pro, and then lunge distance was fucking insane. You deserved it. You put the time into that specific perk, and then Commando Pro was a better perk than just regular Commando. If you wanted to get Commando Pro, all you had to do was go around knifing people left and right. You would be able to get it. I would also like to see a Commando like Master, or the third perk tier, basically. Like after Pro, you have to do a couple more challenges that are like way more difficult, and then you get like the Master tier perk where it gets even like better. That type of shit is something that I would love to see in the games. But again, I'm not the person making the games, and it fucking sucks because I really wish I was, but I'm not. What was my favorite gun from Modern Warfare 2? Honestly, I really, really liked the FAD, the FAD, which was the last assault rifle I think you unlocked in Modern Warfare 2. Or was that 3? That might have been 3. No, I don't remember. I don't remember. Oh, the FAD was 3. So, Modern Warfare 2, the last assault rifle you unlocked was the AK-47. So it was the AK-47 then. I don't know what it was, but Modern Warfare 2 has like a lot of really clean looking aesthetics for their weapons. Which is... It's sad because a lot of them are modeled after like Walmart airsoft guns. But they are not that bad looking like in game. Like if you remove the fact that they were Walmart modeled airsoft guns, they're not bad looking, which is kind of like sad, but it is what it is basically. Yeah, I figured it out then. So, let's say that we did like a solid barrel down this thing. How would we accomplish that? Without ruining it. Perfect. Okay, so I have found the correct studs. Now, it's as simple as filling them in. I kind of want to re-download Black Ops 3 now. Yeah, the FAD is a real gun, but it's Peruvian. Like it is a, it's not like a major country started it, if you get what I mean. think it's Peruvian. When I'm in one of those moods, I just kind of scour around until I find something to make. This is a product of that type of mood, to be honest with you guys. Yeah. They were experimenting with some weird shit back in the day. Them Peruvians. Not a bad idea, to be honest. It's just got like a very weird shape to it. Other than that, you know, might have actually worked, you know? Did they even issue it? I don't remember if they issued it or not as a thing. So the sad part is, this is what I'd love to do here, but I just don't think I have all these pieces to be able to do this. But so I've got these barrels set up here. So chamber area here, and then they come out into these barrels that are gonna run along across this here. I would love to take and do this like across the top, but I just don't think I have enough of these to be able to do something like that. Which is super sad because it would look really, really good if I did something like that. Yeah, man, because you were always like hyped up, man. The music was good. There's a fantastic musical score behind pretty much everything that you did inside the game, which is always good for getting like your heart racing, feeling good. The story was pretty damn good from what I can remember. Here's the scenarios that you're in made you feel like you were fucking invincible, but not really at the same time, depending on what difficulty you were playing on. You felt like you had a sense of purpose in a lot of the missions because you're, like, I don't know. It's probably just like my patriotism as an American, but like when you were fighting to the very top of the White House so that you could save it from being bombed because they would rather bomb it than show that the Russians captured it. Like, you know, you're sitting there like, oh my god, I gotta get to the top before the time limit runs out because I don't want the White House to get bombed, and like you're trying to rush up there as fast as possible. That's got your heart racing. Like every bullet all of a sudden is super important inside of your rifle. Like you're trying not to waste a single round. You're trying to cap all the Russian bastards in the fucking face the entire time. Like you're really fucking going for it the entire time in that game, man. It was a good game. A lot of memories inside that game. Yeah. Fantastic game. It would deserved a lot more praise than what it got during its time. So I remember when the game first came out, and everyone like immediately had like this huge negative publicity around it because of the no Russian mission. That right there like destroyed a lot of the good publicity that it had originally, because everyone was like, oh my god, I can't believe they just did this. How dare they? Oh, my finger. It's a shotgun. Break action. Pretty simple. Should be fun. This is one of those things that you make instructions on because, I mean, you can at this point. It's kind of real simple to understand how all of this is working, so. Alrighty then. So I think we've exhausted a lot of the light gray, so we can use different colors going forward. The question becomes, what color do we use? I don't think we have that much dark gray. We got some, not a whole bunch. Yeah, but the barrels are going to be separated because, I mean, you've tried to figure out how to make a fucking double barrel shotgun using the most bare bone parts possible, dude. Use the most basic pieces that you can possibly find and make a double barrel shotgun. This. Okay. Should be good. Just like that. That's that. I need one more. Okay, let's figure it out. Let's do those two, followed by that, and that. So now, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yo, man, this EGM missile is online like so much in that game, man. Gets really annoying at times. Like, I understand why they're saying it, but Jesus. The only other thing that they say more than EGM missile is online in that game is Ramirez, defend the Burger Town. And shit like that. Oh, man. Americans. Defending the Burger Town is way more important than anything else at this point in time. Yeah, Iron Viper. Yeah, seriously, it gets really hard to figure out what to build after a little bit, because you're just kind of like, dang, what do I build right now? Pistols can be satisfying to build, but only if you do like a fantastic job of it. And like the most recent pistol that I've seen that was done like very, very well is actually Luke's USP 45, because it was done very, very good. What's been going on in this stream? Break action double barrel shotgun using the most basic pieces fucking possible. Does load. Pretty simple. Though I'd suck at catching. But should be pretty basic to do. This is one of those things that you make a tutorial for. Have you seen his USP 45? And his USP 45 came out today. Last night, whenever he posted it. It was like a fantastic USP 45, dude. See, I didn't think about making an over-under. So do we destroy this and make an over-under, or do we make instructions for it first and then destroy it to make an over-under? Yeah. Because if we destroy it and make an over-under... You're definitely right, though. An over-under would be a lot easier. I don't know what it is. It was just my immediate thought when I first thought about doing a shotgun was side by side. See, I personally like over-unders better. But like I said, I don't know, my brain was completely void of thought about doing an over-under first. So I'll just make this. And I'll make instructions for it and convert it over into a over-under at that point. Definitely want to get instructions out though. Dang. M2, isn't that the... Don't we call it the supernova? Oh, no. I see. That's the John Wick one. Gotcha. Go for it. I haven't seen a lot of the inspect animations yet for Modern Warfare 2 or anything. I just haven't looked at them. I've seen like the videos pop up in my YouTube suggestions. You know those every Modern Warfare 2 weapon inspect animation videos that people be doing. I've seen them pop up in my feed. I just haven't watched them. How sexy? What is the M2? Because I don't know if I would consider that to be, you know, over the top gorgeous. Someone is out here on these streets, street racing. Yeah, no, I'm not going to show it. Sorry, mate. I'm just, at this point in time, I've got the camera set up and everything. I'm not going to do it. Told you there was someone out here street racing. Hopefully they get you ass. So now the sad part is I need a turntable. I think the only turntable pieces that I really have in normal colors are the black ones, because I don't think I have any in any of the other colors. Yes, I found some. Snap. Awesome. And I think I was going to be able to find some, and then I did. Okay. So that is a problem that we can fix, I think. Bam. And now we have a locking lever. I mean, this shit, honestly not hard. So, pretty simple to understand. how this works. Damn it. That's the only bad thing so far. Oh man. But hey, it actually works. So I mean, at this point I would just unlock it from here, dump it here, close it, and then lock it back. I think that's the way to go on this one. Simple. Bang bang. Reload. Easy as that. Could have technically also built a single shot too. Would have been a lot less piece intensive to do a single shot. So yeah. How do these just kind of taper off in the back, huh? Into a pistol grip, basically. So yeah. Now we just gotta design a nice taper off the back, and that will be that. Yeah, I'd probably, me personally, probably wouldn't be able to hit shit with it, so I'm not going to be using that in particular. It's not a bad choice, it's just that my marksmanship is ass, so I wouldn't be able to use something like that. I have to slowly work on mine. Eventually, one day, I will be good enough. That day just is not today. I don't know who you are. Jikes, chat. How the fuck did you get dick breath? The fuck, bro? Whose dick you been sucking over there? Yeah, I'm not. I don't have that caliber, first off. Second off, I don't think I'm that accurate. Damn. Rip. Everything that we got so far. Holes in the back for whatever type of grip that you might want to add, so that's why the holes are there. That opens. load it. You can lock it. You can unlock it. Neat. Pretty happy with this. So far, so good. Like I said, you can unlatch this and it opens up. Shell ejects. Load the shell back in. Close it. Load. Good to go. So far, so good. Now we can shoot. Best part about using Technic pins is that you can just pull all of this apart, thankfully. That makes my life way easier. We can get this big weight off the front end of it and specifically work on what's on the back, thankfully. This honestly isn't a bad receiver shape. Honestly, it looks pretty good for what it is. Let's get a trigger in place. And so the question becomes, do I use an old style of Technic trigger? Or do I use the new style of Technic trigger? I'm going to use the new style because there's another added benefit to using the new style. See you later, Gavin. Thanks for coming on, man. Where did my bag of rubber bands go? I just looked at them. And now I found them. It's sitting right up there. Right here. Alright. The easiest trigger mech in the world, by the way. Really easy stuff. There's not even a bar to stop it from going too far forward, because one of the properties of using this particular piece is that it's flat on top, so when it comes in contact with the plate, it stays at a 90-degree angle. Easiest trigger mechanism in the world. Hey, LegoGuns Brazil. Crap, that was too far forward. MP433 is in the grok. I just recently did one the other day. Good. I see you're moving through the game pretty fucking quick, man. Welcome back, Gavin. Bam. We have a giant chunk of steel. Mine or Kyle's? Me personally, I'd say yours, but at the same time, Kyle's is color coordinated. No offense. Fun times. Also, how the fuck you gonna ask me about a P90 when I have one? Yes, man. Come on, man. Come on. This is actually something that I've been thinking about remaking in real life. Because this one doesn't have a shell ejection port down here. This is completely solid. And then the bolt system itself is literally just in this section here. It's not like connected to anything in the back. Also 4-stroke wide magazine. So I have been thinking about potentially redoing this one. Love the P90 though. It's a good feeling. This is also like solid bricks too, so that was also something else that I really liked about the P90. Because it's so like solid that you could, you know, do crap with it. You could play around with it, LARP almost, and nothing bad would really happen. Because it's like all solid brick, basically. Yeah, this thing. Bam. Feels good. All right. So now technically need to do like a grip of some sorts. So how do we do the grip? because we technically, I have all these holes in the back for a reason. To do like interchangeable grips and stuff, but we could technically do just like a straight downwards pistol grip, like a normal rifle stock, or we could do like a standard like AR-15 style pistol grip as well. I've designed 4 AN-94s already. I'm no stranger to making an AN-94. I haven't seen that before, so I don't know which one you're particularly talking about. It also depends on how many pieces I have. I don't seem to have a lot more brown pieces. What if we do something? Yeah, I still haven't seen it. Definitely the Furiosa stock for this would be pretty interesting, not gonna lie. I think that would definitely be something that would need to like see the light of day. Villaparosa would be very interesting to see because I haven't seen like any of them, I don't think. Like I literally think that no one's made that out of Lego yet. Dang it. All the time throwing out of pieces now. Really, I do have two. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this. It's perfect. It's the best grip known to mankind for a shotgun. If it's not clear, I'm fucking around. Like, this is, I really could care less at this point. I might honestly use that though. Just roll with that. It's a shotgun that's designed to be fired from the hip like this, because pointing it out like this is gonna be really, really painful. So if you just do it like this, it's a lot more comfortable. Oh man, this was fun. I should do this more. Like I said, pointing it out like this is going to be really painful. I mean, maybe not. I mean, if you could imagine having two hands on it. I don't know. Not sexy, but thank you. I appreciate it anyways. This is absolutely cursed at this point in time. I don't even have a trigger guard on this. I don't even think I'm going to make one. We're just going to have a story behind this gun that was, you know, very clearly meant to be like illegal, so they modified it in their own little way to make it illegal, you know. Let's see if I can find literally just two more of these, and I could have another shotgun shell for this. We just gotta find two more. I don't think there's any more in there. Just take it and close up all that. Let's go see if we can find two more in another one. Sad part is I'm going for the red run with the texture on it. I don't have enough to do that. So instead, I now have a white shotgun shell, which I've got another one here, almost built as well. Hopefully I can find everything I need for it in here. Yep. Alright. We found everything that we needed. So now we can have 2 white shotgun shells. And a red one, which I will keep over here. And just in case I find 2 more, we have a Agula mini shell, but just in case I find 2 more of the red textured pieces, we'll have another red shotgun shell. But for now, this could technically go back into our little shell ejection mechanism, because that's usually where it stays for the most part. So it's already wrapped up back inside. Get that up out of the way and have everything that we need ready to go. So this goes back in here, that goes there, this goes all back in here. So for now we'll keep that in here. Slide that there. So put this back. Can assemble our shotgun because it's all done. We've got a front end right here, as you can see. Super basic shit. This can be loaded twice. Awesome. And unloaded, which is a super great feeling. And then we've got our pistol grip section, trigger, and the locking tab that's going to go up here eventually. So yeah, now we just need to assemble everything, which is real easy to do. Snap that in there. This one here and place this one here, and we now have our break action shotgun. Wow, this thing is bugly. This is great. Oh man, it's not every day that you make something that's absolutely despicable to look at, but when you do it on a fucking live stream. That's been going for almost 3 hours now. So yeah, we have ourselves just like a shotgun. So we can take and unlock this, open this up, load 1 shell, load 2 shell, close it and lock it back. Bang, bang, open it. Empty both shells out, and we have ourselves a wonderful break action shotgun that looks like shit, but is super satisfying to load and play with. That's like one of the main reasons that I got into actually making Lego guns, believe it or not, because I was too young to own like real guns. I had a lot of Lego, and airsoft at the time was really expensive because I didn't have my own job. So I got into making Lego guns because I could just basically do this. I could make them and then sit here. I mean, I can pull the trigger twice and not worry about shooting my next door fucking neighbors with whatever white shotgun shells are. So yeah, this is satisfying, at least to say. Bang bang, break it, drop both shells out of it, clattering together, they make a super satisfying sound. I don't know what it is, I just love it. To load it, it's pretty fucking simple. And then yeah, you lock it on back. Yeah, locking tab is a little weak, at least to say, but no big deal as long as you just handle it in the right way. Simply just, you know, pick up on everything all at once. But yeah, this is a monstrosity. I fucking love it. All right, so now we got to come up with a name for it. Fugly definitely has to be the first word in the title of it. So this is going to be the Fugly... What do we call it? What do we call it? Toe Stealer? No, that's not gonna fucking happen. Nah. How about Fugly Boot Snatcher? It's gonna be the Fugly Boot Snatcher. What the... I was gonna look this up real quick, because I don't think I've ever particularly seen white shotgun shells. So I wonder if there's like any specialty shotgun shells out there that are white. Like, you know, Dragon's Breath or some dumb shit like that. There are white ones. I think they're just regular bird shot. Yeah, I don't think there's anything particularly special about white shotgun shells. Neat. I've seen clear buckshot shells because I have clear buckshot shells. Haven't seen any like white ones, but I've just Google searched it. Obviously, they do exist. So they are out there in the wild. All right, so yeah, 3 hours and we have ourselves a Fugly shotgun, the Fugly Boot Snatcher, as we'll call it. And yeah, that's pretty much all I really wanted to do for stream today. Not a whole lot. I'm surprised I built a whole ass another gun. I'll probably replicate it inside of LDD, and then probably make some instructions for it, and that should be that, to be honest with you. So I know I didn't really talk too much during stream today. I talked a lot in certain parts, but not too much in others. Yeah, so I think this is a good spot to end. Thanks, King Shark, and we'll come back another time in another stream, some other time and whatnot. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to comment and subscribe for more videos similar to this one. See you guys later in another YouTube video another time, in another spot, some other thing. You know how shit goes.